YouTube. How are you guys doing? This is Tara and
Bailey.
At One Stitch at a Time. You have found our Flosstube channel all about cross stitching, and so we're glad that you made it back to us. If you are returning, a returning subscriber, and if you're just now finding us, welcome. I have about 35 or so whips, so just about every month is something different. So I do try to change things up a little bit. Of course, whip go, it changes every month, and some other little things I have going on. We spin a wheel if we have time, and so I try to work on as much as I can during a month. We do record monthly, so this is going to be everything that we've done in May. Now, hold on. If you watched last month, you know that we went on a cruise for a week. And even though I did take 3 cross-stitch projects with me, I didn't work on not one of them. Which was okay. And I kind of expected not to do that because I knew this was the girls' first cruise. They were going to want to do everything and run around, and you know, and then by the time you get back to the room at the end of the day, it's just, you know, settle down, get ready for the next day, and everything like that. So I didn't get any stitching done the entire 8 days that we were gone. So in fact, this is my calendar for the month. There we go. So you see all the little crossed out, yeah. Even up here, getting ready for the cruise and everything like that, I don't ever have that many spaces not filled in a month. So anyway, if you are new, let me jump back to that. If you are new, we hope you like what you see, and if you do, please subscribe, comment. We love to have comments, so leave us comments, and you know, let us know what you like. Let us know what you're working on. If we have any questions during the video, answer, and you know, we may need some advice on something. You never know. You know, there is sort of a script that Bailey keeps that I type out for her, but sometimes I kind of ramble off topic. So, we are going to start off. We're going to sort of do this a little bit different than I normally do. What we're going to start off with is what they call a SAF, which is a start and a finish. So, this one here has been on a kick these past 6 or 7 days. Now, let me tell you, it's just been me and her for the past, what did Stormy leave? Last Friday. So Stormy's been gone for almost a week. So it's just been, and Jacob's at work. So it has just been me and Bailey. And for the past few days, we have done nothing but watch movies and cross stitch. That's what we wanted to do, and that's what we did.
We did get in the pool.
We did get in a little pool.
We got Lucy in there, and she didn't like it.
Yeah, we put Lucy in the pool, and she was very mad. But, so anyway, this girl right here had a start and a finish. All within 2 days, 2 nights, basically. So, oh, let me get that for you. It's on my side. Sorry. I should have put those closer. So, I will let her show.
So, this is out of the cross-stitch book that my mom got me on Amazon.
But it is at Hobby, it was at our Hobby Lobby, so.
It's a cross-stitch book.
Whimsical Cross Stitch. It's by Carrie Buziak. I was watching a Flosstube the other day, and somebody else had this same book, and now I don't remember who it was. Darn. I need to start taking notes. I say that every time. I need to start taking notes.
And I started with my first start. Wait. I started something new in the book. There we go.
There you go.
And it was a paw print.
Cute little paw print.
If I was thinking about it, I would have done it blue and did Blue's Clues with it. That's what I would have called it. But I didn't think about that.
Okay, so you want to tell them your stuff?
It's on Off-White Ada, 14 count, 3 over 1. I started...
No, that was supposed to be there. It took her 2 days.
It took me 2 days.
Yeah.
I was about to say that.
I asked her if she was counting her stitches, and she looked at me with like a side eye, like, are you serious? For real? So no, she did not count her stitches. So, yay! Congratulations. And do you know how you're gonna finish it?
No,
No?
not yet.
Okay. She gets that from me. Because I finish things and I never fully finish because I really don't know what I want to do. Okay, we'll put this up here so we don't lose it. Okay. Actually, let's jump back. I always tell you guys how many stitches I have for the month. Which again wasn't a lot like my normal. It's about half of what I normally do. But what are my stitches?
13,786 stitches.
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm going to say at least 10 days that you saw on that calendar I didn't stitch. So, since everybody's been gone and it's just been me and Bailey, I can get so much more stitching done. So, like these last few days, I've been trying to rock and roll on making sure my whip goes were done, and then my monthly focus. And then there's some other things kind of thrown in there. But anyway, so we will move on to
FOs.
FOs, finished objects. And I actually do have one. I didn't plan on it, but I went ahead and got it done. Holly, if you're watching, I'm so sorry. But I finished my Hive rules. So we're probably right about the same point, and I had stopped here. A little closer. I had stopped here on this little banner, so all I had to finish was just this part. So I just went ahead and knocked it out, and I think she'll probably be done with hers. This was our Sunday stitch, so she should be done. It's Holly the Cross Stitching Addict here on Flosstube. So there's that, and it turns out so cute. And I do have an idea for this one, so hopefully it won't take me forever and it gets thrown in the box of just finished objects that I never do anything with. So there it is. So now, Holly, guess what? When you get done in the next week or so with this, we have to find something else to stitch along together with. So this is our second one that we have done together. The first one was His Name is Jesus, and then we did this one. So let's put that up there. All right. So you want to give them my details? What's next?
The designer was Primrose Cottage. It was on Ivory Ada, 18 count, 2 over 1. I forgot how to do that.
Oh, I worked on it just 2 days out of this month, which were 2 Sundays, but it took me total 15 days to finish, start to finish.
And then this.
For the month, I did 572 stitches, which finished it off. And total, it is 6,430 stitches. We do have a hashtag, and we'd still love you to use it. If you are doing this, or will be doing this, or have done this, show us your finished objects, because I might get ideas of how to actually fully finish it. It's Busy Bee Sal. I'll put it right here for you. So, all right. Next.
Flosstube shoutouts.
Well, FFOs, as usual.
Hall's none.
Hall, surprisingly, let me tell you, Jamaica, Grand Cayman and Cozumel don't have cross-stitching stores, so
This is about all I got.
Yeah.
Bracelets.
That's all she wanted, and that's all she pretty much spent her money on was bracelets. But we'll tell you about one particular bracelet here in a little bit, because we're going to talk about the cruise, because this shouldn't take too long so to show you everything, because I have no haul. Flosstube shout-outs. Now, I am going to mention a few here and there throughout the whole video, but there's one particular one that kind of jumps back to my previous video, and it has to do with the stamped cross-stitch pieces. And if you remember, Zipper, I was doing that hydrangea stamped cross-stitch, and the stamped part on the fabric was not lining up with the holes, and so I just threw it in the wash machine and got rid of the stamp part. Now, I have not worked on this in May, but that's that. I'll throw up a picture of what it's going to look like, just so you know. But anyway, and I also didn't like the way the printed chart was. It's just, I don't know. And this is also 14 count, which I'm thinking if I do any more stamps, it'll be the 11 count is better for me anyway. It seems to be printed better. But I was watching Ashley, the Boogie Stitcher, and she does a ton of stamped cross stitch kits. And I was listening to her one day, and she had made the comment that I don't know if one of hers was not printed right or what the deal was. I can't remember. But she said that she just emailed the seller, and the seller sent her the PDF pattern. So I was like, all right then. So I got on there. I think I bought this one from AliExpress. So I got on there and got in touch with the seller, and I got the PDF pattern, and I actually got it on Pattern Keeper. Now, I have it on Pattern Keeper. It's not one that, you know, you can choose all the symbols and they light up for you, and you can just work on that one symbol. It's just basically you're marking it off pretty much. But what was I going to say? Anyway, I got it on pattern. I haven't worked on this, so I haven't actually used the pattern on Pattern Keeper. I still do need to go back and mark off what I've already done, but I'm hoping this will, one, make me want to work on this project, because it's a beautiful project as long as it turns out right. But I've hated it ever since like the first day I ever worked on it. So, but I do think 11 count stamped for your big pieces is a lot better than using the 14 count as far as the stamping goes on the fabric. So, and maybe I just got a bad piece. I don't know. So anyway, I just wanted to bring that up because that was so helpful. Ashley, I don't know if you watch me or not, probably not, but thank you for that suggestion. I never even thought about seeing if they would send PDF patterns. So next, let's this is sort of some miscellaneous stuff. The giveaways that I had a couple of videos ago, Dana Boyce, if you're watching, I didn't get your email. I don't know what happened to it. I'll check my spam and everything for your address, your email with your address in it. I do still have your 2 charts that you did win. So if you could try to either email me again or send me a message on Instagram or something. My information is below in the description box. Just let's try again, and so that I can send you your charts that you won. Real quick, we will do the giveaway winners from the last video, and there are 3.
How many did we do?
Well, we only really did one, but the video previously, no one commented
Oh, yeah.
on 2 of the items, so we redid it. Okay, so you want to go with that, sister? I'm trying to make her talk more so she gets used to doing it.
Is this the person that won this one?
Yes.
Okay, the first one that won the first pattern, this one's called Summer. Their account is Fabric and Fables.
So Fabric and Fables, not sure of your real name, sorry. 1, thanks for watching, and 2, again, my email or Instagram is below. If you would, just send me an email with your address, and I will get this in the mail to you. And congratulations. Okay?
Next, we called it Wine.
It's wine. It's a little little kit. It says life is good.
And the winner for that was Lily's Mama.
Lily's Mama. So thank you as well for watching, and this will be sent out to you again, email or Instagram. Information is below, so just get that to me and I'll get this out to you.
Next is Wood Ducks. And the winner was Kim Sherwood.
Congratulations, Kim. So you have won the Wood Ducks pattern, and you know what to do. All right. We'll hold off on the net. We're gonna hold off on the next giveaway. Actually, if you've watched up to this point, whenever you do comment with a dog emoji. I know, I'm trying something different. This totally confused her. So at this point, if you've watched to this point, make sure you put a dog emoji in your comment. Go ahead. Oh, the Cross Stitch Studio, which is normally it's a bi-monthly challenge. It's a Facebook group challenge. I mean, there is a store, the Cross Stitch Studio. Great patterns and everything. They do have a bi-monthly challenge where you work on one of their, or 2 of their, or 3 of their projects for the month. Just 30 minutes a day is all the challenge is, just to get some stitches into them, because they are really big projects. I did not participate this month, in case you're wondering. That is if you remember, my tablet crashed and I did not back up anything on my Pattern Keeper app. So I have to read the big lion that I'm doing. I still have not marked off everything for him yet, so I did not work on him during the challenge. Plus I knew I was going to be gone for like half the month, so I just did not participate this week. Maybe next time. Okay, let's jump over to the whip. While we're getting ready for that, I'll just put in a plug here. I do have a group on Facebook. It is called To Destash, and I'll put the link below. And this group is growing like crazy. So I guess after so many members get into your group, Facebook starts to recommend your group. So I'm so totally excited that we have like over 1,600 people now. Which when I started this. Anyway, that's the story for it's kind of a long story, but anyway, it has grown like crazy. So I'm super excited about this. Basically, the way that we do it, it's not just you get on there, you post your stuff, and you just sit there and wait for somebody to want it. Basically, we have one host per week who gets to post their items for sale. By doing it this way, to me, it's more of a guaranteed sale. Now, 15 people can comment on one thing, but it's not one of those, if you comment first, you get it. And I didn't like that because everybody's in different time zones for one. Everybody has different work schedules. Not everybody is on at the same exact time. So I think this way, by doing just a random picker thing to pick one name out of the 15, let's say, that commented on one item, it gives everybody kind of more of a fair shot of getting that item. So their sales run from Sunday to Wednesday. They draw their names and post them on Thursday. What?
I thought these two were the same color.
Oh.
Okay. They're not.
So anyway, if you're interested in that, of course, there's group rules on there. You can ask me how the group works. It does work a little bit differently than all the other ones. It's fun. So come by and you may find something that you've been looking for that someone has. You never know what these ladies post. Like I said, we have a different person every week that posts their stuff for sale. So, all right. We are going to go ahead and go on to whips. And I will let Bailey go first. Like I said, she's been cross-stitching like crazy these last couple days.
Before I do it, you want to tell them about...
Oh. And not only has she been cross-stitching like crazy, she has done her own whip go board. So here's a picture of her whip go board. I'll put that up there real quick. And we did mark off January through April's, because you're just now, yeah. So she did do May, and she will do June. So we marked off the black parts are just the ones that were called in January, February, March, and April. So since she didn't have it done then, we're just not going to worry about this. But anyway, so I'm super excited about that. She made her own goals. She typed up her own projects that needed to go on there and everything. So with that, we will start with, let's see, what were the numbers for May?
25 and 23.
Okay. So her 25, go ahead.
My 25 was my lion. And I worked on these parts, the magenta colored ones. There was 6, and I color completed that, which was my goal.
Her goal was to color complete one symbol.
Because it was like the end of the month, and I could.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
she did this like just the other day. I mean, you made your whip go board what? Monday? Tuesday? Today's Thursday.
Tuesday.
Yeah. So she's like, well, kind of knock this one color out on this line. So
I mean,
yeah.
I already had that side done, so I just did this side.
Yeah. So yeah, she's figured out how to. You can turn it around and you can see what she's done, because you can't really tell there. But there's her line. Okay, where's your package? And I'll package it back up while you.
Why did I show them what it looks like when it's done?
Yeah, 14 count.
This is what it's gonna look like when it's done. It's warm colors. So, and I put all of them on those all the thread on the
Oh, yeah, you can show them that.
On these for all of the ones I'm doing, even the one I haven't started.
They got these little floss things for Christmas. So I bought them some little stickers, and that's what these are. She went and wrote the numbers that correspond to the numbers on her pattern down here.
So I chose orange for it because they're all warm colors. So everyone has a theme.
She's not my child. I'm just kidding. She's just like me. But you know, this one, and maybe it's because it's a smaller piece, but this is a 14 count that she's working on, and her stamping is fine. But then again, her stamping on here is not actually symbols, really.
It's colors.
It's just the blocks are colored. Let me see if I can get. See, I mean, it's just the blocks of colors. Now, my big ones have like the symbols and the symbols run together, and the symbols look like each other, and the symbols are almost the same color. So, or they don't even match up with the holes. So, I don't know. This one's fine.
I had a few of those.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't say nothing. Okay.
And that was my number 25.
Yep.
Good. Next is another one of mine I've worked on. It was Whipco 23. My goal was work on it. Well, it was originally for a week, but
I think you originally did it for
no, it
5
was
days.
5. I just looked at it. It was 5. Yeah. I thought it was a week. So this one was my fox, and I worked.
Hold on. That's what it'll look like when it's done. I need to take pictures of these so I can just post them like I post mine. It's easier.
And I worked on these gray parts up here, and I even frogged on here, right there. I didn't even ask for help. So there was like a little bit of thread sticking up right there, so I had to take one row out and re-stitch it. And I'm working on the orange parts. I missed a line here.
So they can't see anything. Okay.
Missed a line there. You can't really tell because it was orange on orange, so I didn't see it. So that I gotta go back and fix that, and then do the other side, and then I'm done with the orange.
Awesome, awesome. I'm telling you. You've been stitching like I do this past few days. Is it finally my turn?
Yep.
I mean, do I get to have any say-so in this video at all this month?
It was 3. You have 2, 3,
I know
4,
I'm playing.
5, 6, 7.
You know I'm messing with you. Okay. Now, I'm really not sure what I had done last time on this. I forgot to go back and watch the video. I usually go back and watch the video because I can't even remember where I left off with you guys. So anyway, my first whip that I worked on is my Hearts and Spools. The one that says Life is Good. I already finished the first one. There's 2 patterns on this pattern. There's 2.
In the kit she got, there's 2.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So anyway, there's the. This is the one that I'm working on now. It's by Sue Hillis Designs, which she'll tell you that in a minute. But this is where I was last time, and here is where I am now. And again, I have no idea what I did. So I hope y'all can see the difference. It wasn't much. I mean, yeah, it was only 131 stitches. So whatever it wasn't much.
So it was on 14 count white Ada, 3/1. The designer was Sue Hillis Designs. She worked on it for 1 day and got 131 stitches.
Okay, my next one.
Harvest Home Sampler.
Okay. Not much got put into this one either. Okay. Here's what it will look like whenever it is done, and what it looked like last time I worked on it. And basically the only thing I did on it was I finished outlining the pumpkins. So there it is now.
Pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin.
And I put their leaves on it. I think I put the leaves up there.
Yeah, the leaves are right there.
Yep. So again, this is one I just picked up one day and threw some stitches in it. Okay.
It is on 26 count Cash Shell Platinum, 2/2, Lewis Winston.
Yeah, Lewis Winston.
She worked on it for 1 day and got 392 stitches.
Okay, now we'll jump to my whip go numbers or projects. And the first one was my number 23, which was One Nation. And what I had to do is, I think I put on my other thing that I had it in an 8x8 Q-snap. It's actually an 11x11. So it's more than what I thought it was going to be, but I just showed you what it looked like. Here's what it looked like before. Now this is the one that I've had to change the fabric on. Like, I bought 4 different fabrics, and finally I just went with the ale that it calls for, except I went with an 18 count. So here, stick it up right there. Which I'm glad I did. And the problem was the accrue wasn't showing up on the fabrics that I had. So I did not get fully done with the goal, which of course was to fill in the whole entire area of the Q snap. I know, that's okay. But here is where I am now. And my rule on my whip go board, my rules, right, is if I do not finish my goal, it has to be finished like this. I will still work on this and finish this goal in June. So in June, at least, that the May goal will be finished. So there we are. Some Michigan and Florida, and this is the bottom right corner. So up here is going to be where the stars and stuff are. So
oh, it's going to be a flag. I can't now.
Bless her heart. I thought I showed you the. Okay, well, I'll have to show you what it's going to look like whenever it's done. And these states are not being put on here in like alphabetical order or anything. It's when they join the state of the union. It's in the order that each state joined the union. So there's that. We do have a hashtag for it. It's hashtag 50 States Sal, 50 being a 50 States Sal. Bees and Tea Stitching is doing it, 14 count. Ada Girl is doing it. I just watched B&E Stitchery, which they are another mother-daughter group that I love watching. And the mother is going to, I think, she just got the pattern. But I think she's going to start it. Hopefully she starts it. I'm challenging you, if you're watching, to start it. It's actually, it's not hard. I mean, because it's basically just lines and words. The hard part is going to be the stars, which I've heard from everyone. I haven't done that. So I know 14 count Ada Girl is on the stars. Sebastian at Bees and Teas, he's done the stars, if I'm remembering correctly. So also my friend Angie, she did have a floss tube. I think she's going to take a break from that for a while, but she is starting it as well, so I'm excited to do that with her. Now my next one is, oh sorry,
Slow you roll.
Sorry.
It's on 18 count ale, 2/1. The designer is ByGoneStitches. She worked on it for 6 days and got 4,147 stitches.
Perfect. Now may I go on, Princess?
Make sure your needle's not on there, because I've been losing needles like crazy.
I don't lose my needles, they're stuck.
Well, I broke one.
Okay, she broke a needle already, and she flung one across the room. I have no idea where it's at, so someone's going to find it probably with their foot. Alright, so my number 25 is the Nativity, my whip go. Mine was the Nativity. I had to do 3,000 stitches on it, was my goal. So this is what it looks like when it is completed, and this is the regular version. So it's not the mini, it's not the max, it's just the regular version. And here's what it was like whenever you last saw it. And we're still on Mary's head, but there is an additional 3,000 stitches added to it. And here we're getting down to the manger. So this is sort of like the hay that baby Jesus is laying in the manger. So yeah, I'm telling you, this one is actually going really fast. I mean, I did over 3,600 stitches in it within just like a few days. So, I mean, is there confetti? Yes, but there's I don't know how to explain it. Because, like, even on my big lion, right now, again, yes, there's little bitty stitches here and there, but, and maybe I just have the patience for it, but it doesn't seem to bother me like it does some people. I don't know. I'm having fun working on this one, actually. So, I don't work on it often, but I should be, because I like it. Okay, next.
It's on 25 count.
Oh.
Zweihart.
Zweigart.
Same thing. White Laguna, 1/1. The designer was Donna Gelsinger.
Mm-hmm.
Head, like Stormy said. Head. Stormy said. It's on. She worked on it for She worked on it for 6 days and got 3,000.
You're not 6. There you go. But I'm sure they can't hear you.
676.
6 days for 3,676 stitches.
I said 3,000.
Okay. We also have a hashtag for that one. It's hashtag Baby in a Manger Sale. And Angie Slowly Crafts and Jeep Girl Stitches is working on this one as well. So if you are working on it, planning on working on it, has already done it, use that hashtag. We'd like to see your progress or your finish or anything related to it. And it doesn't matter which version you're stitching either. Okay, next project
My butterfly
was the monthly focus project, and we do have a wheel. You'll see it here at the end of this video. I spin a wheel every month to have a focus project, and it's pretty much all of my bigger projects. It's not any of the little smalls or anything like that. And my goal for those is to work on them for 20 days or 6,000 stitches for the month. This one, like I said, I knew we were going to be gone for forever, and I knew I would not have the stitching time. I even took it on the cruise with me. I still did not stitch on it.
You took this one?
Yeah, I did. She was there. He was there, whatever it is. So anyway, Bailey rolled or spun last month, and she spun her gradient butterfly. And actually, let me hold on. Here's what it'll look like whenever it's done. While I'm doing this.
But I did change the colors.
Right. This is what it'll look like when I'm done with it, doing her conversion, and she picked out the colors here.
It's gonna be beautiful.
Here's where you saw it before. I think I might have just said all that wrong. But anyway, but here I did get the 3,000 stitches. That's what I was saying. Since I knew we were going to be gone for a long time and not knowing if I'd be able to stitch on the cruise or not, I did drop the goal for this month to either 10 days or 3,000 stitches. So I might as well drop the days part, because I just tend to, if I have a stitch goal, I tend to just work towards that. I mean, I could break it up and do 200 here and 200 this day and 200 that day, but it's like once I get into a groove of everything, like I don't mind switching up projects during the day, but I don't know. I'd rather put like 600-700 stitches in a day and maybe work just on 2 projects or something, and then switch it up the next. I don't know. Anyway, I did get the 3,000 stitches in for this, so there.
Started on the cover.
Yeah, you can kind of see it starting to fade. I've started to, and there's one other blue up here that it'll fade into, and then we'll start working at the bottom. But there, did you name your butterfly?
No.
I thought you did. Because Stormy named her cow. I don't know either. Anyway, so there he or she is. All right, go ahead with your.
It's on 18 count white Ada 2/1. The designer was Artisy. She worked on it for 6 days and got 3,091 stitches.
Alright. Alright, the next one, we only have 2 more, guys. Oh no, just a few more things to talk about. Okay. The next one is the tree silhouette. And the only reason I worked on this was because this was my focus for April. And I didn't get the goal in. So, I mean, I only lacked like 800 stitches in it to get to the goal of 6,000. So, I did get that in there. Actually, here's what it's going to look like whenever it's done. And here's where you saw it last. And here is where it is now. And it almost looks like, there it is. You can start to see where that tree is going to start coming in front of the moon. This is the moon here. All this white is the moon. And then, of course, you can kind of start seeing where that tree is just going to come in. It's got the shadow of it or something. So, there's that. I just wanted to make sure I finished that goal, like I'm going to do with the One Nation this month.
It's on 28 count white cashel 2/2. The designer is Artisy. She worked on it for 2 days and got 823 stitches.
Yep. Alright, and my last whip is
One of my favorites. Starbucks.
Oh, let me back up. The gradient butterfly. Denise at Black Ribbon Stitch Studio, Flosstube. Her and there's someone else, and I keep trying to remember to figure out who else is actually doing this Sal as well. But it's hashtag for my daughter Sal. So if you're doing something for your daughter, granddaughter, even your sons or grandsons or anything, that everyone is welcome to use that hashtag just so we can see what you're doing for your kiddos. And so we're using that hashtag for that. Next, like I said, the last one, and it is
Starbucks.
One from Market that I got, and it's Plum Street Samplers Starbucks, which is one of Bailey's favorites because we love weenie dogs and we love Starbucks. We love Starbucks. So there's where it that's what it looked like whenever I'm done with it. And here's where you last saw it. And here is where we are. Yeah. So these are quick little stitches. I just only worked on this, what, 2 days? 3 days. 3 days. And these small ones are just like ones I just kind of pick up. Actually, I think I worked on this at the ballpark or something one time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, there is that one. Go ahead.
It is on 14 count Fiddler's Quad 2/1. The designer is Plum Street Samplers. She worked on it for 3 days and got 954 stitches.
Right. And I'll show you my baggie. And this is from Como Stitches. This is whenever she was doing her Bag of the Month club. So, love her bags. I wish she wouldn't have stopped doing the Bag of the Month because now I don't have a new bag to fill every month. I actually have 2 bags that I need to put projects in now. So, I have to figure out what to fill those 2 bags with. But, I love seeing it. Everybody who makes bags, I love seeing them. And I think I like these, the plastic fronted ones better because I can see what's in it, versus one that's just fully covered. So maybe one day I'll figure out how to make them. Corey Creates has been making some. She has an Etsy shop, and she's been making some really cute ones. I know she did Disney princesses. Oh, she did one. She's doing the vintage baker. I have it, so I'll put a picture of it here. One day I'll get to it. It's the Heaven and Earth design, but she actually found some fabric that looks almost identical to this pattern. So she made her a project bag with that. It's so cute. You have to go. It was in her very last video, so go and check that out. All right, that is all of my whips. Let's go back up. Oh, the Starbarks. I created a hashtag. It's hashtag weenie dog cross stitch, and it's not a sale or anything like that. I just like to see all your weenie dog cross stitch patterns. Yeah, just a picture of them, obviously, or your finished products. Because we're a weenie dog family, and I just want to see what all is out there. Now, Long Dog Samplers has a very small one. It's called Mini Long Dog, something like that, and it has weenie dogs on it. It's not near like their big ones or anything. I mean, it's a very small one. I do have it kitted up. It will eventually get worked on if it gets spun on the wheel. But so yeah, if you have these patterns, I have all of these Plum Street weenie dog patterns. I think I'm lacking just a couple, so I will be working through them. I'll probably have to do 2 of each one of them because my mom has weenie dogs too, and so
our weenie dog is sleeping on the couch right now. She's sleeping. Or did you?
There's a noise outside. That's not usually there. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, Lucy's asleep on the couch. So, all right. That is all of the whips. Now, if you have watched up to this point, we're going to shoot 2 emojis of a butterfly and
oh, that's right. You got me.
I know I meant to. I gotta get used to it because I want to do it throughout the whole entire video. So the first emoji was the dog. The second emoji is a butterfly, and let's do an ice cream cone. That has nothing to do with what we've talked about. It just came to my head. So,
and the funny thing is,
write those down too so don't forget.
Huh?
Dog, butterfly, ice cream cone. All right, so at this point, we're gonna do our new giveaway for this month. Oh, I bet they're great in the road. We live on a dirt road, which is horrible.
So the funny thing is, she spun my butterfly on her wheel for your monthly focus.
Mm-hmm.
And then she called my butterfly for her whip go.
I didn't tell him that. You're jumping ahead.
Well, I am ahead.
I'm not ahead. I said she's ruining my plans. We'll get to that in a minute. Look, that's down there. We ain't even got to that yet.
We are there yet.
No, we're doing it up here.
Oh.
All right, so real quick, it's going to be one giveaway. You have 3 different items in this giveaway. We're going to put them all together and think of a word. So while I'm doing this. So the first one, we did summer last month. And so this month, we're going to do spring. It does say spring. I know a lot of people don't like how that model stitcher did on the thing, but it is the spring one. Okay, and we have this fabric, and it's not necessarily anything that would even go with this pattern. It's just some linen. I think this is linen. The more I look at it, and the feel of it, I mean, it's not, like linen to me is real. It's like a bed sheet. It's not stiff like Ada sort of is. This is kind of stiff a little bit, but it wasn't labeled. But I'm thinking it is some type of a linen.
Are these all separate?
No.
Okay.
So anyway, this is a piece of 28 count. That's about the color of it. It's like a tannish. I have no idea where I got it from. It's a 30.5 by 28.5 inch piece. So it's really big. I mean, I'm not going to unfold it all the way, but of course it unfolds more than that too. So there's that. And then once again, I forgot our white. Let's see if this will work. May not because of the glare.
Just take one out.
Yeah, well. Look, give me these. Okay. They're in a Ziploc bag. And these are just some counting pins. I have way more than I need, so I'm going to share just some counting pins. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's 5 in there. So those will be included as well. All right, so what do we want the word to be?
Spring.
What?
Spring.
Spring. Kind of figured that. All right, so if you're interested in that, make sure in your comment you have the word spring. I know we kind of went backwards on those. We should have did spring last time and summer this time.
Well, I thought last time it was summer, so I did.
Well,
summer.
here in Louisiana, it is 90 degrees today, so it's almost spring lasts for maybe about a week for us.
Yeah, that's
It's
summer.
it's 90 degrees outside. I'm like, you go outside and you can't breathe with that and humidity and everything. So that's kind of why we've been staying in as much as we can and just chilling in the house and watching movies. We watched what, 6 movies the other day?
Mm-hmm.
Like 12 hours of movies. So.
And it was the whole thing of Ice Age. We watched Ice Age.
Yeah, we watched. There's 8 of them. I didn't know there was 8 of them. 7, whatever.
Maybe 8. I don't know, 7 or 8. First we watched The Descendants, 1, 2, and 3. Then we did Ice Age. And now, yesterday we did Incredibles. Now we gotta find we should watch.
Okay, let's go ahead and talk about our plans for next month. God, we're still at an hour. How did we manage that? Did we talk too much?
I ain't been talking.
All right, so for our plans for next month, go ahead and tell them what your WIPGO is for next month.
My list though?
Mm-hmm. I wrote it down.
Where?
You're those.
Oh. My WIPGO is, again, my lion box. Because I don't have that many, so I had to just redo them.
Oh, yeah, tell them what your goal is, though.
My goal is to work on both of them for a week
Each.
So 2 weeks I have to work on.
It's either that or she can either split the weeks up, like do 1 week on the lion, 1 week on the fox, or, split them up during the day for a week. And a week means 7 days, sister. Okay? Okay.
That's why I put a week. If I only wanted to do 5 days,
Okay.
Good turn.
Okay. So the WIPGO numbers for June are 4 and 16. So my number 4 is Copper.
Finally.
So I'm gonna get him back out, and he has to have 5,000 stitches put in him for the month. So we should. Here's where you saw him last time. So he should have a significant difference on him when you see him next. A lot of it's going to be white because I'm working on that blanket that he's laying on, so that's probably what's going to get me the most, is having to work through all that white and off-white part. And then my number 16 is like Big Mouth over here said, is the butterfly that I just showed you. So for that, I have to do another 3,000 stitches on that for the month of June. So, and then
We have to spin for you.
Yep. And then we're gonna spin. Here's the wheel that I have.
In her
I guess
beautiful case.
Huh?
I said in your beautiful case.
Oh, they like my case that I got. This is the new tablet I had to get, so I did get a case for this one. But anyway.
Imagine if you get my butterfly.
So I will go back to doing either 20 days or 6,000 stitches for the month on these. I was trying to make sure that I had all the big ones. I think your sister put that. Alright, so anyway, she's gonna spin. It can't be your butterfly and it can't be copper. Stop, 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 stop! Whew. I didn't want it to roll to the next one.
Music notes.
So it's music notes. And this is a Cross Stitch Studio design. This is the one, if you've been watching before, it's the heart that's made up of music notes, and it has a quote on the bottom of it. I don't remember what it says. So anyway, and it's in their school color, so it's the maroon and gold. Here's what it looked like before that you've seen, and also what it'll look like. It just won't be in these colors. This is what the finished object will look like.
Gonna be mad.
So this one is actually kind of easy. When I was working on before, I don't remember what the challenge part of it was before, but like I could really just do one note per day. Now one note is only probably maybe 150 stitches, so if I have to put 6,000 stitches in this, it's very possible that this thing could be go to it.
Go to where?
Go to Pattern Keeper. Why I got TikTok on here? I don't have TikTok on there.
It's an ad, Mommy.
Okay. Don't scare me. I don't do that stuff on here. I don't know how I'm even do TikTok. Okay. Over here. Oh yeah. It's the whole project is 16,000 plus stitches. I've only done 2,500, so yeah, 6,000. It's not. I'm not going to finish it, but 6,000 is going to put a really big dent in it. I haven't been telling y'all percentages. Forgot about that.
You did last video.
I know, and I forgot to change things. But anyway, okay. So there's that. They're great in the road. That's what they're doing.
Surprised Sam ain't barking at him. Look, that's our pool. The big blue light down here. That's our pool.
They can't see. Anyway, we live on a dirt road, which, like I said, was horrible a while ago because every time we wash our vehicles, everybody flies down this road and dirt just gets brought back on them. So I washed my truck yesterday, and it's parked behind the house, not up here by the road.
By a lake.
It's down there, so it won't get dirty again. Okay, y'all, I think that is all that we have to talk about, other than we'll talk about the cruise here for a few minutes. Do you want to I probably didn't go into the itinerary, but we went on a 8-day 7-night cruise on the Carnival Glory out of New Orleans, and we were at sea for the first 3 days. The kids, they have depending on their age, they have different little kid things that they can go and do on their own. So it's theirs was called Circle C, and it's just like a little kids club, and they go in there, and they have a person in there supervising at all times. They can go play games. I think, was there an Xbox in there or something, or PlayStation or something like that? They can go in there and do that. And then if they're old enough and the parents, of course, give permission, I mean, I think they walked around. Y'all went and got ice cream. Y'all went.
We watched karaoke. We went to the Lido deck for ice cream. And then we just walked around.
Yeah, they just kind of walked around, but it was so cool that they made some new friends on there, and
we have a Snapchat group chat with everybody in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think y'all have a Snapchat for that. So that was pretty cool that they made some friends on there, and so on the 4th day, which I think was a Wednesday.
I don't remember.
Sunday. It was whatever day we ported in Jamaica. Now, kind of backtracking a little bit here, Jacob and I am found out that I am pre-diabetic, and Jacob, I think he's diabetic. But it's not bad. I don't know what his A1C is or anything like that. But anyway, we both had to start taking the shot, the Ozempic shot. And it had been making us sick. And when Jacob got on the cruise, he wasn't feeling well because he had just taken one. And so the first couple of days, he kind of just hung out in the room. He didn't do a whole bunch. Now, before we went to New Orleans to get on the cruise, the Saturday before that, I got sick. That's when we went to town. We were getting our last minute things that we needed. I ended up getting sick that Saturday. I take them on Fridays. And, but anyway, Wednesday, I got sick again. And so and it was just like the same sick as it is when I take those shots. So I don't know what happened because that had never happened before. But anyway, Wednesday, luckily we didn't have anything that I had booked as far as an excursion of anything that we had to go and do. So when I was feeling a little bit better, we did get off the ship, probably maybe for hour and a half maybe. There was like a little bitty area right there that those people make their own like arts and crafts type things. They have their little shops or whatever. So we just kind of shopped there for a little bit, and then of course the heat was getting to me and it started making me feel sick again. So we just went and got back on the ship, and we actually kind of slept.
Yeah,
all four of us. We slept.
I slept, and then I didn't feel good, so we had to go eat something.
Yeah. So yeah, Jamaica was kind of a bust, but in a way I'm kind of glad it was because we ended up not feeling well. So I wasn't too upset that we had missed out on anything. So
that's the bracelet I got in Jamaica.
How do you remember that?
Huh?
How did you remember that?
I'm smart.
Okay. So yeah, and I think we picked up, my mom collects thimbles, so we found her thimbles at every port that we went to, so we got her those.
I got a fan too.
They got one of those wooden fan things. So like I said, it was just
airbrush paint. It was cool.
Some shopping that we did. So anyway, the next day we ported in Grand Cayman, and there we got to get in the water with the baby sea turtles, and you can't pet them on their heads. You have to pet them on their shell, and they can still feel it whenever you pet them on their shell because there's nerves within their shell. So we got to get in the water and play with them, and then there was a little water park there, so we swam around the rest of the day in that. We went to the bird aviary that was there, and they got to feed some of the birds.
I made a friend.
And
speaking of birds, Jacob has a bird on his platform that they feed.
Yeah, we'll tell him that story in a minute. So, and then after that, we got back on. Did we get back on the ship after that? I think we did.
Yeah, we did.
Or was there any shopping there that we did?
I got this there. Or I think I got this one in.
That was in the shop.
Yeah, this was in the
shop. That was in the shop of where we were. They had like a gift shop there. So, Tell them about that bracelet though, since we're on that subject.
So this is a bracelet that I got. It was $20.
They
The
had their
package,
own money.
the package it came in had like a little QR code you could scan, and you get your own turtle. Hold on, and you have to have the app to scan it too.
There's an app for this.
And there's a giraffe, polar bear, shark, elephant,
Lion.
lion. I want the lion one. Her name is Emerald. I don't know if you can see, but her name's Emerald.
Basically, they can. Well, you go ahead. I won't ruin your story.
And she's the only one I have. You can see that there. I think she found her home because she hasn't moved in a few days. Since May 8th.
Yeah, I have to say, show her like where she's been.
So she was released. It doesn't tell me where she was released. But she was released September 20th of maybe last year, I think. So there.
But see, like all of these little yellow spots is where she's been. And then like here's where she really has hung out.
And then she found her home because she hasn't moved since May 8th.
So let me see this. So yeah, she's been really excited about that. Now she is down. I mean, there's Mexico. She's in Mexico somewhere. Cause let's see, there's Florida right there. So yeah, there's the Gulf of Mexico. So she's right here. So yeah, she's almost like at the Panama Canal, really, sort of.
How do you know that? Like,
because that's smart. All right. So that's her cool story that she has. And then the next day, we
hold on.
went to Cozumel.
Hold on. So you can see the shop on here. There's a turtle, a lion, elephant, shark, penguin, polar bear, and a giraffe. So I have 3 of those in my cart.
She hasn't paid for them yet, though, has she?
Hey, I got 2 discounts. You be lucky.
So anyway, okay, we're over an hour, so let's keep talking. Next stop, Cozumel. And this was the most fun. I wish we would have had more time there.
That one's my favorite.
For what we did there, we got to swim with the dolphins and the manatees. Not really swim with them. We got to like pet them and touch them and kiss them and do all that kind of stuff. So once we got there, we got in the water with the dolphins and the manatees and did our thing with them. And then they had a pool there. They had a big Mexican buffet type thing. That was this excursion was inclusive. So that, and then you could go on down. There's a beach area that you could actually get into the Caribbean Sea. So we got that in the water. Oh my gosh, y'all! It's so clear.
I tried to catch a fish and I didn't catch a fish.
It is amazing how clear this water is, and the fact that it stays like this. But we had a really good time there, and we came back. We had to come back by a certain time, and but in Cozumel, right when you get to the port, you walk through this big, huge building that they have tons of stuff for sale, jewelry, perfumes, all that kind of stuff. And then you get on out into where you catch your ride for your excursion, but there are tons of shops there, and so we did a lot of shopping there in Cozumel to fill out the rest of our day before we had to get back on the ship.
So I got this one in Grand Cayman. I forgot to show you. I got this one in Grand Cayman. I got another one. It looks like this one, but I've already had this one. This one says Hope. It's like an amethyst one, but it's in my room, so I didn't get it. And I got this one too.
She's proud of her bracelets. So, as far as on the ship, we met a great family from Arkansas, and whenever we went to dinner every night, we went to dinner every night except for one, and we always sat with the same person or the same family. So we got to really know them very well, and you know, they're only one state above us, so hopefully maybe one day, you know, we might could go and visit them and see them again. Dinners were fabulous. We had 2 elegant nights, and
Chocolate cake was amazing.
yeah, this one here, let me tell you what her and Jacob were doing, okay? So you can get an appetizer and you get an entree and you get your dessert, okay? So you order it all at one time. Well, this one here and Jacob were scamming with each other. I'm not gonna say scamming, that's a bad word, the wrong word. But anyway, they were making this deal with each other. Because Jacob didn't want any dessert, and Bailey wanted more of the chocolate cake. It's a melting chocolate cake, basically, and basically it was like a brownie that's not done. So you can imagine how, and some ice cream on top. So she would get an appetizer that Jacob would want, and then Jacob would get the chocolate cake so that she could have 2, and Jacob could have have himself 2 appetizers. It was. Anyway,
I originally did it with Stormy, but then she wanted chocolate ice cream. So.
Yeah. So, but dinners were great. We went to, I found bingo partner here. Let me tell you, we love to play bingo. We played bingo. I played it twice. She played it once with me. You should have worn your bingo T-shirt.
I didn't think about
It says bingo is my game-o. It's so corny. But anyway, we did that, and then they had a deal or no deal that you could play along with, but we didn't win anything at all. So I wasted like $150 on that. But anyway, it's okay. That's what it's for. And let's see, what else did we do?
I didn't really do anything.
I know it rained a couple of nights. There was some big mega parties that were out on the Lego deck that kind of got rained out. So we did go through a couple of little showers every once in a while we were going out there. Y'all hit the candy store pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
There's a candy store on there. There was a, I should have brought it in here, but anyway, I got, it's like a Pandora bracelet that, I bought the bracelet for like $10, and, you got 5 charms on it, but then like every day you could come back and get a new charm every day. And I mean, it was like a ship and a margarita drink, and it was like all ocean themed things. And then on the last day, if you got all of them, you could get one for free. So I didn't bring it in here with me though. And what else? I mean, as far as buying anything, we really didn't buy anything other than like souvenirs, things like that. They were amazed with the towel animals. My shirt, that's what it says. It says, "I'm only here for the towel animals." Can't really see it, but it has that elephant right there. So, God, what else?
There's water slides.
Yeah, y'all went on the water slides.
Not we.
Yeah, you're the only one that did. It's because you had to climb like 15 million steps just to get up there.
Jacob said he would do it. He did it.
Well, anyway. So yeah, a lot of the time, you know, it's just we're walking around the ship, and we go to some of the activities. They have some trivia stuff on there. But anyway, it was really fun. And I'm so glad that the kids get to see, you know, other parts of the world. Now, of course, we didn't see all of Cozumel. We didn't see all of the Grand Cayman. Grand Cayman, we learned that, let's see, it's 21 miles long and only 7 miles
They have
across.
a Burger King.
Yeah, they had a barbecue.
And Pizza Hut.
And chickens.
A lot of chickens.
So, but it's one of the most expensive places. Like a small little house, just a regular size, kind of smaller house, over $300,000 there. But they don't pay taxes. They don't have property taxes. So, but that is the Grand Cayman is the biggest island out of 3 islands that make up the Cayman Islands.
We got some magnets on the fridge too.
So yeah, of course, yeah, we got magnets for the fridge, things like that. But it was very nice, and I think everybody had a good time. I think Bailey's ready to go on another one. So.
I want to get more bracelets.
She wants to get more bracelets. Okay. So, oh yeah, and pictures. Everybody was getting mad at me for this, but like every night they have different backgrounds set up to take pictures. And you can take as many pictures as, and it's quote unquote professional photographers. Like, we can't just go up there and I snap a picture with my phone. They won't let you do that because they want you to buy pictures. So, like every night right before dinner or after dinner, we would go and take pictures, and then they had like 5 or 6 different backgrounds every night. So at the end of the cruise, you can buy these pictures because they print them out for you. They print out every single picture they take of you. And the stack of pictures, I promise you, that me and Jacob went through was about that thick of our pictures. I mean, it had to be a good 200 pictures that we took.
And you only got 13?
And I only bought 13. But, I mean, those things aren't cheap. Those pictures are $23 a piece. But I got them also digitally on a USB so I can print out whatever I want to. So, one night, on our second elegant night, we actually went to a private studio session. It's just nothing but a black backdrop. And when we get done with here, talking here, you will, which here will be in just a second, I promise, is a video of the ones that we took there. And
I had some graduation ones for me.
Yeah. Oh, and that's another thing. And I totally forgot to take pictures. And as a mom, I feel so bad because because we were gone for the last week of school on this vacation, she didn't get to go to the little ceremony because she's going to now the 6th grade, which will be at the junior high. So they do a big thing for the 5th graders. They do a promotional graduation thing. And I knew she was going to miss it, so I went ahead and I messaged her teacher, and I was like, if she's going to have any awards, can I get them early so I can take them on the cruise with me? And I'm going to give them to her one night at dinner. So we did that. I got them from the teacher, and I had y'all a cake delivered to dinner. I had Stormy a cake delivered because she's going to the 8th grade now. And so that was pretty cool, but I did not get not one single picture of that. Not one single picture. So anyway, at least we got the certificates. Yeah. And we got the cake. So, okay. Anything else that you can think of on the cruise? We could probably sit here and talk days about it. I know I'm missing a ton of details. But anyway. All right. So, we will see you guys on July 1st. If there's anything happening nothing's happening in June, huh? No holidays or anything like that? No. So, we will see you July 1st with everything that we have done in June. And that's probably what we are about to go do because it's too hot outside to do anything seriously. And,
gotta go back there. Lucy's probably gonna come with us. Be annoying.
We're gonna watch movies.
Watch movies.
Yeah.
What we usually do.
Yeah, I'm gonna straighten up the house a little bit. It's starting to be time to straighten up.
I want popcorn
and everything. You can fix you some popcorn. So, all right, guys, we will see you in a month, and we hope you have a great June. Oh, happy late Mother's Day, because I don't think I said that in the last video. I forgot so much in the last video because my mind was like on cruise mode of thinking of everything that I had to get done. So, stitch a lot, and say comment below if you've watched this far. Drop a boat emoji, either a cruise ship or a boat, sailboat, whatever.
What is the point?
So, dog, butterfly, ice cream cone,
Boat.
and a boat. And then don't forget about the giveaway, and we will see you in a month. I know I've said that like 3 times. I just feel like I'm forgetting to say something. So, bye, guys.
Summer rain is passing over, and it feels like a dream. I could run and look for shelter, but you hold on to me. I'm under your skies. I'm caught in your eyes. Don't you know you stop the rain? And all that I can see is you. I'm standing where the lightning strikes. I know this doesn't happen twice. You must be my once in a lifetime, in a lifetime. You must be my once in a lifetime. There's so much that I have told you, but it's all in my head. Ask me anything you want to, 'cause the answer is yes. I'll spend my whole life just being caught up in your eyes. Oh. Don't you know you stop the rain? And all that I can see is you. I'm standing where the lightning strikes. I know this doesn't happen twice. You must be my once in a lifetime, in a lifetime. You must be my once in a lifetime. So before the storm is past, I just wanna ask, can we make this moment last? So before the storm is past, I just wanna ask, can we make this moment last? Moment last. You stop the room, and all that I can see is you. I'm standing where the lightning strikes. I know this doesn't happen twice. You must be my once in a lifetime, in a lifetime. You must be